Hey everyone, Super Saiyan Sanchez back here with another video. Bringing you today Burter and Guldo, the SH Figuart. Sorry about the glare on from the ring light. And I will be also bringing you Demoniacal Fits Special Force Psychic. Just let you guys see that. I'll go ahead and put both of them on the rotating stand. Let me see if I can try to do all of this at once. Alright. Go ahead and show you guys. Bring this up for you guys. Oh. Alright, everyone, got both of them on the rotating stand, so you guys can get a good look. It doesn't like a good box. Alright, let's go ahead and we got the double trouble here. So if anyone who does have the figure knows that Burter does come with Guldo, but he's more like a statue. He just is in one pose, so that's kind of the annoying part. That's why I do like that Demoniacal Fit did release their version of the figure. Alright, come back here. Yeah, Demoniacal Fit. Of course, the figure, it looks good. Of course, it's a different shade, but I'll show you guys that right now. Let me go ahead and take these out of the package. Let's go ahead. We'll go ahead and start off with the Special Force Psychic Demoniacal Fit Guldo. He is a lime green. Okay, let's go ahead and go ahead and grab Burter. And he is looking good. If anyone has seen my display setup, I do have this figure in there. I wanted to take it out, show you guys what it's about, show you guys the Ginyu Force. All right, let's go ahead and take everything out of the package. All right, everyone, went ahead and took out the figures out of the package. I'm gonna be showing you, of course, Burter first. Sorry about that. Let me get the camera right. Oh, he looks great, and the detail on this guy. And one thing I do like now is that they went ahead and left. They have the hinge for the armor. How they have the same thing for Jace. He does have the similar thing. Pretty cool. Instead of the pulling it out, it's kind of the annoying part. Yeah, and I can appreciate that a little more. Like I said, just with the hinge, it's pretty easy. And we do have Guldo. He does look accurate. I do one thing I don't like that Tamashii did do is that they made us this little statue which can, I think he can swap out his arms. That's about it, which is kind of annoying. He doesn't have any type of you can't move any of this. It looks like it had like an outline on the right about there, at the top. I would assume that they would at least have the armor go up and down, but it doesn't even have that. I feel like the Tamashii got lazy with this release. Burter looks great, but all we have is rotation in the head, and you can swap out his arms, which is kind of annoying. You can't really do too much. It's like you just pop it in. That's all it is. It's kind of lazy in my opinion. But let's go ahead and put them on the stand for you guys. I do have some matte putty from Burter. I have him rotating. Let me go ahead and grab some matte putty. I do use Gorilla mounting putty if anyone is interested in putting any of the putty on their figures. I'm using that right now for Guldo, so I can have them hold up. I think it'll look a lot better. Yeah, go ahead and grab this real quick, put on his feet. Yeah, And I already have the the Demoniacal Fit Guldo. That one looks good right now. I'm going to show you guys in a second. Let me go ahead and put him in front of Burter. I kind of feel like I'm gonna put it there just because I kind of feel like he's a part of the set instead of just having him by himself. And this is the Demoniacal Fit Guldo. He is a lot. If you guys can see the tone, this is a lot. This is like a lime green, and I don't know what that is. That's really dope, but it's cool. I prefer this. And that's what I don't like is that Demoniacal Fit had to release this figure just to go ahead and show off what they can do. And it's not the greatest release, but I still give it a thumbs up just for at least showing us having Guldo as a separate figure. I feel like Tamashii was being lazy. I feel like they missed it. I feel like they should have released the Guldo. It would be so cool if they do that with the Comic-Cons, but I highly doubt that. Let me go ahead and I'm gonna show you guys a 360 stand of. I'm sorry. Go ahead and rotate them all 360, and then I'll zoom in on both figures. I'm gonna go ahead and let's go ahead and give you guys a closer look. Let's see. I want you guys to see the figure. Oh, sorry about that. I'll go ahead and focus more on Burter and the SH Figuart release. Check him out. I think he looks great. Stands at a good height. Yeah. And go ahead and focus on the Demoniacal Fit. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in since he's a lot smaller. I think he looks great still. And like I said, I can appreciate the Demoniacal Fit version just because at least they gave us a figure by itself, a lone figure, instead of having to be packaged up with the Burter, which kind of sucks. I feel like they just kind of rushed that. I feel like they missed an opportunity. Maybe they could have did something. They could have added some sort of extras, but that's just my opinion. I know everyone feels a different way about it. Or I'm assuming that most people, I did hear a lot of complaints in the group that I'm in that they thought Tamashii got lazy, but yeah, that's just our opinion. Let's go ahead and get you guys the accessories that come with all the figures. I wrote down here. All right. Sorry about the moving of the camera, guys. All right. We'll go ahead and focus on Burter first. Alright, he does come with an extra head where he looks like he's a little angry. And this is where he would put a scouter. Man, but the printing is great. I love this. Oh, sorry about that. It looks great. I like this they have. It just looks like the armor, honestly. All right, and he does come with the 6-star Dragon Ball. Looks good. And Guldo does come with 2 different hands where he can swap them, or he looks like he's doing a move, his dance move. And he doesn't come with as much selection as the other ones did, but he still looks good. He does come with his closed hands, where he is doing a dance move, or he's doing a blast. He could be doing either or. Yeah. Sorry about the not focusing right there. Okay. This is all stuff we've always seen before in different figures. It's the hands. Of course, I do like that they added the little bumps on his hands all over, I guess all over his body. And he is doing another looks like he's doing a blast. He could be doing a blast right here, keeping his hands closed. I think it's more for a dance move that he has. I'll show you guys the box in a second. We'll get a closer view so we can see the dances that they have there. And this is more for he is gripping the Dragon Ball. So yeah. All right. We'll go ahead and move on to the Demoniacal Fit version. Okay. And of course, he doesn't really come with too much. It's Guldo. He does have this face. Like, what the? I won't lie, man. Like, this is great. Like, all Tamashii had to do was release this figure, and I think they could have sold it for $60, and people would have bought it just because it's a part of the Ginyu Force. You had no choice to complete it, And it's more of a serious face. But yeah, he looks great, man. Got the detail with the little dots. Alright, and this is one thing I didn't really like. This I feel like Demoniacal Fish should have just included a Dragon Ball. He has this these two arms with this, this clear plastic. It's pretty cool, but it's, it looks cheap. Well, I have it on my figure. I just put it up there. And I'll show you guys more later on the arms. But yeah, this looks alright. Alright, he has his hands are pretty small. He does have his open palm hands where he is doing a blast. Nothing crazy. It's, I wish they did include at least a blast effect for the figure. Demoniacal Fate could have just did that for us, at least. Alright, and we have his hand where he is doing his dance move, or he could be doing a blast as well. Looks cool though. Like I said, they're really small. Alright, and I'm gonna go ahead and rotate back up. Alright, everyone, we're gonna go ahead and grab Demoniacal Fit Guldo, and we're gonna go ahead and look at the back of this box. He has on the box, he has his hands behind his back. Of course, nothing crazy there. Where he is holding the Dragon Ball. He is doing one of his dance moves. Yeah, he does have a lot of poses here. I haven't tried some of these poses. I have used just the original. He's holding the Dragon Ball. And Burter. Let's see, what's the front? Yeah, the front where he is just smiling, smirking, and along with Guldo. And he is holding the Dragon Ball, and Guldo doing his little dance move. Let's see, this is more or less what he can do. It's nothing too crazy. And Burter will allow on with these poses that mostly common for his of course when he's doing his dances. Sorry about that. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys a good pose on camera. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and go for this pose where he is dancing, and we'll go ahead and do that. I'm gonna go ahead and keep Guldo down. Well, you know what, I might keep him in that pose. Let's see. You know what, I'll go ahead and do something with them. Alright, and like as usual, I'll try to keep be on camera for the poses. He does have his fists. Okay. Go ahead and swap his hand out. Let me see. He is doing what face? He's doing the same face. So nothing too crazy, nothing that anyone can't follow. Let me see. Okay, let's see. And this pose is right here, so we're going for. He's bending his knee. I'm probably gonna have to put some more putty on here. And like I said, what I like about the figure is that he's the joints are nice and tight, so that's a good thing about it. He is leaning a little forward, and he's putting his head up. He is, of course, you can pull out the joint a little more, so you can do more of a pose. That's what I do like about these newer figures, is that of course the Ginyu Force, it helps them so they can do their dance moves. If anyone does own these figures, tell me what you guys think of them inside the comments. I appreciate the new comments coming in. I've been seeing a lot of people showing love, telling me their opinion of the figures, of their figures, if they own them. I'm always loving to communicate with you guys. It's pretty fun. I'm hoping that you guys feel the same way. You guys can give me leave a comment, even if it's not about the figure, just saying what's up, or I appreciate that. All right, so we did achieve. I'm gonna go ahead and put some matte putty just in case, because if anyone did see the last review with I believe it was Raccoon, I was having a lot of issues. The figure kept falling over. The figure wasn't damaged, thankfully, but everyone knows how hard it is, and if these figures do fall over, you can break something. And it's a hassle having to replace the figures. The parts on eBay, for let's say it's for a Ginyu Force, it's gonna be kind of pricey. It could be for any figure. It could be a hair piece. It could be a piece that broke off by accident. If anyone has kids like me, your kids might get a hold of one of your figures, drop them, and it happens. It's the normal thing. You tell your kids not to touch your stuff. I don't actually mind my daughter grabbing some of my stuff, but she knows everything behind the glass is not to be touched. She does ask me when I do get home, and hey Dad, can I check out this figure? Or Dad, you mind if I grab this? Or hey, maybe my wife might text me and tell me, hey, my daughter wants to look at something. So yeah, but I know it could be a hassle having the kids touch your figures and stuff fall over. It's annoying. All right, let's go ahead and get we did complete the pose. Let's go ahead and put them on the stand. I went ahead and stop the stand just so it's a lot easier. I will take Guldo off for now. Let me see if we can try to do this without. All right, so I'm gonna have to take off the rotating stand to try to make it fit. If not, it's not gonna work. Let's see. Sorry about this. If I know I usually like to do a rotating stand so you can see it, but we might have to skip that on this pose. His arm is a little more down here. That looks good. And since we're doing that, I'll go ahead and let's see if we can make this fit. I want to have Guldo on there as well. I think it'd be pretty cool. You know what? Since we have seen this little statue, we'll go ahead and just focus on Burter with this pose. And since we're doing that, let's go ahead and do a pose for Guldo, the Demoniacal fit version. Let's see. All right, we're gonna go ahead and hit this pose right here. Or you know what? Maybe this pose. Yeah, we'll go ahead and hit him with this pose. One thing I will say about this Guldo is that I feel like he's cheap. Of course, if anyone does have the figure, I could tell you right then and there that this figure is cheap. And like I said, it's a Demoniacal fit figure. It's one of their early ones. I didn't buy this. I didn't purchase this like brand new. I got it in a trade. I wasn't even trying to get it. The guy just told me, hey, you want this? I said, yeah, throw it in there. I hadn't owned, I had the Ginyu Force, but I had never thought of considering buying the Demoniacal fit version of Guldo, because I was actually fine with the. Alright, and look at this. This type of stuff does happen. Like I said, I think these are more of the earlier versions of Demoniacal fit stuff. Stuff slowly has gotten a lot better. Okay, I don't even know what happened here, but okay, I'm gonna show you guys. This is the type of stuff that happens. It's kind of common too in Dragon Ball Z. The SH Figuarts. It does happen with some older figures. I don't like that. I feel like there should be more. You're gonna sell me a figure, you want me to buy it, at least put some sort of effort in making sure the figure doesn't fall apart, which kind of sucks. All right, we're gonna go ahead and his hands are going up. All right, everyone, went ahead and finished. This figure is really frustrating. I'm hoping that everyone doesn't have to deal with the same thing I'm dealing with. Maybe I just got a bad version of him or something out of the factory. Yeah, but hopefully you guys don't have the same problems I do. So let's go ahead and zoom in on these guys. Alright. Yeah, and I think they I think in general, man, they look great. Like I said, the Guldo, the Demoniacal 5th version, I personally think it's the pose and the arms fall off so easily. Let's go ahead and I gave you that pose right there. It's gonna be a hassle for. It was a hassle for me, but let's go ahead and zoom in more on Burter. I'm sorry. You guys are gonna be. I'm sorry if I'm stopping the video a lot because I'm having problems with the figure. So yeah, let's go ahead and go for another pose. Let's go ahead and see what we can do here. I know there's a pose that I don't. It's this pose where he is standing on one foot. I know it's possible, like how I did it for Raccoon. You have to lean it over on one side of it of the leg. On it's kind of a hassle, but I'll go ahead and give it a try here for you guys. I don't mind. Let's see how this goes. He is. Let's go ahead and pop this back on. It did give me a problem last time. Hopefully it doesn't. Not as bad. Yep, it is giving me a problem. Just gotta wiggle it in there. Alright, he's gonna look like he's a bird, like he's flying. In this pose, his leg is up. It is similar to how like I said, how Raccoon was. You have to put the weight on one side. I believe he's putting up his other side of his leg. I think it's this side. If I'm doing it wrong, can someone just tell me in the comment? I'm not really sure if I'm doing it right. Just gotta see if this pose right. Doesn't really matter how you do this part right here because he is gonna be looking up. He's not gonna be. I feel like it's gonna be a hassle. Let's see. All right, and this one we will put on the rotating stand. Let's see. Like I said, he is top heavy, so why didn't I mention that part? Of course, is not top heavy, but it's gonna be a little more of a bitch to do this part. Sorry for the language. All right, did achieve it. I'm kind of nervous about him falling over. Oh wow, he's actually doing pretty good. No, of course, the little ballerina. This is a pose he does when they are doing the whole the whole Ginyu forces all together. The next video coming out will be all of them with poses. So just a heads up, doing the poses like I promised that after the Ginyu force I would do that. And then I have a special request from someone in the comments, one of my subscribers I believe, saying he's interested in the figure he wants to see. So yeah, let's go ahead and take them off. This pose is achievable. Like I said, I would say put the weight more on the back of his left foot, because like I said, you can move the peg, kind of try to put it to the back side. So yeah. All right, let's go ahead and see. Let's go ahead and do the most common one with it's kind of the normal one. It's on the front of the box. Like I said, the figure, I think Burter's great. I wish he did have a little more accessories. They did include Guldo as a statue, basically. I don't like when they do that, but like I said, I'm not Tamashi. I don't know how. Of course, they're a business. They got to sell figure. Me, I'm a fan. I want them to release as much as they can. I don't want to see no laziness when it comes to the figure. I want them to do their best. But like I said, I'm a fan, so I'm not a business person. I don't know anything about that. They gotta do what they gotta do. All right, let's go ahead and give you guys this easy pose, something simple you guys can do at home. This is on the front of the box. It's actually a nice pose when they're all together. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and include the statue Guldo with this one, because it is the same on the box. Alright. And we're gonna go ahead and give you guys another pose with the Demoniacal fit version. I was getting kind of annoyed. Okay, let's go ahead and swap these out. I was getting kind of annoyed with the figure, but yeah, let's go ahead and swap the hands out for seeing. This is how they have it. Just pop them in real easily, which is cool. It's nothing crazy, but like I said, I feel like this is a waste right here. I feel like they could have did more, and I know they gotta do what they gotta do, but as a fan, I would have wanted some more here. This one's kind of annoying. Let's see. Alright. There we are. For some reason, his putty came off his foot, so we'll go ahead and share some from this one to this one. I'll go ahead and put it here. And here we are. Alright. 360 view of these guys. It is a common pose, like I said. You can have a lot of fun with it. Nothing crazy. Alright, let's go ahead and move them over. I want to give you guys some more Demoniacal fit stuff. I wasn't able to. We did do a pose, maybe a pose or two, and alright, and we're gonna go ahead and do another pose. Let's go ahead and with the simple pose on the box, how I did with these guys. Just his hands behind his back. Swap his face out. I'll show you guys a side-by-side comparison of the Guldos. They're both one's a little bigger. This one is a lot smaller, which is fine with me. I'm not really making a big deal about it. It's more of a filler for a figure that wasn't finished by Tamashi. So, like I said, it's cool with me. Let's see. Okay. And you can just pop. Oh, there's his head came off. You don't really have to do too much here. You just have his hand going back. I do have a lot of issues with the pegs. I feel like the peg holes don't fit correctly. I don't know. That's just my opinion of it. I feel like it's annoying sometimes. I don't know. I'll show you guys with the next one with the Dragon Balls. That is the one I have the most problems with. Okay, here we are. All right, there it is. For some reason, his peg isn't popping in right away the way I want it to. Oh, there you are. Okay. I was gonna put some more tack on this. The mounting putting on the bottom of his foot, but that's fine. Alright. See how this looks. Now with these guys. And alright, so we can try to catch up to it. Alright. Now go ahead and zoom in on Guldo. Like I said, he looks great. the lime green doesn't bother me. I actually like it more. Zoom out of that just a bit. Have them both. I just wanted to show you guys how the Demoniacal fit looked. Oh, I guess my rotating stand stopped. Sorry about that. Yeah, but you can see the height comparison with these two. Yeah. All right, and let's go ahead and stop this. The rotating stand did stop. All right, and I want to just show you guys right here. Let me back up the camera. Just seeing them, the height wise, like I feel like it's very similar. The SH Figuarts does have a big ass head. The Demoniacal fit doesn't. Yeah. They look like they could be the same. They just need I guess they made his, his legs a little bigger, his head way bigger, his hands bigger. But overall, like I still like I prefer the Demoniacal fit version better. That's just my opinion. Yeah. And this is what I'm saying. Like, all Tamashii had to do was make something like this. It didn't have to be so great. It could have been something simple. At least if they included this inside the Burter and Guldo box, like the SH Figuarts, I would have loved it. I don't care about this. Like, this is like, what were you guys thinking? But just my opinion. All right, and we're gonna go ahead and show you guys another pose. All right, everyone. Went ahead and got the pose. All right, let's go ahead and zoom in for you guys. And they both look great. I honestly think that the Demoniacal fit version is the right version, in my opinion. That's what I think, but I don't know. I guess give your opinion. What do you guys think of it? I think he looks great next to the SH release. So, my opinion. All right, everyone. Went ahead and put them in this pose. Decided to put them, set the other stand aside. Decided to put them together because I'm not really using the SH Figuarts statue of Guldo, so yeah. Go ahead and zoom in. Man, they look great together. We'll start with the camera. Yep. Look at those glutes. Yeah, but I think personally, like the Demoniacal fit along with this Burter go very well together. I'm not a super fan, like I said, of this Dragon Ball. It's not really a Dragon Ball; it's just a piece of plastic. Let me go ahead and show you guys that a little more. Tell me, guys, what you guys think. Oh, he did fall off. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, so he did the pegs, they don't fit for some reason, so I have to use the mounting putty, and it's kind of a hassle. Like, I feel like you can get them there just to hold it, but that's about it. Yeah, that looks pretty decent, but I don't like this translucent Dragon Ball. It's not really even a Dragon Ball, it's a piece of plastic, but like I said, it looks good. It looks good. I can't complain. It's just this part and the pegs. If they could fix that, I feel like this would be nice. But yeah. I'm going to show you guys another pose. All right, everyone. I'm gonna go ahead and do a height comparison right here. Let's go ahead and put Burter up, and let's go ahead and bring in Raccoon. He is right there with Burter, being a tall size figure. I thought, why not just bring in the Ginyu Force? We're gonna do that on the next video. Might as well. Give you guys a little. Try not to block too much right here. All right. Sorry, my daughter's upstairs making a little noise. Yeah, sorry about that. I just had to do a quick stop. My daughters were arguing, and bought in Jace, and I will be bringing in the Demoniacal fit the Guldo here. I will bring in the other one right now, but show you guys how they look all together. Oh, too zoomed in, sorry. Yeah, I think they look fantastic, man. If anyone has the Ginyu Force, or doesn't have the Ginyu Force, definitely go for it. I think they all look great. High comparison of all of them in total. Let's go ahead and swap out this. This is the Demoniacal fit. Let's put in the Guldo, the SHF. But let me swap his hands right back. If you do have this figure, I like your feedback. What do you guys think of it so far? Do you prefer the Demoniacal fit, or do you prefer the Guldo from the SHF? We're gonna have to move Ginyu just a bit. Sorry, Burter. All right, and there they are. And they still look good together. Like I said, I just wish that SHF just gave us some sort of being able to pose him like this guy. I still think this guy looks better, but just my opinion. All right, everyone. Just gonna conclude the video. Definitely say, if you don't own Burter, go for him. I think the figure is a solid figure. I have no complaints. The joints are tight. The figure looks great. And I don't know, no complaints from me on this figure. I definitely give this one, I give Burter I'm gonna go ahead and give it an 8 out of 10. I wanted to give it a 10 out of 10, but because of this statue, I can't give it a 10 out of 10. Burter by itself, if he was a single release by himself, I would give him a 10 out of 10. But like I said, along with this Guldo, the statue, he's gonna get an 8 out of 10. All right, and for the Demoniacal fit, like I said, the only complaint I do have is the arms. When you do the pegs, I feel like it pops out. I got this used and I noticed that I think it might be some super glue here. So, and of course I put the mounting putty here, but overall, like, the figure looks great. Like, I have no complaints about it. Like, well, I do have complaints about it, but I just think that the figure, like, him standing next to the Ginyu Force is pretty great. If you're gonna get the Demoniacal fit version, let me see. I'm not sure what he's going for right now. There's Raccoon. Sorry about that. And Burter. Does happen, like I said. I definitely give the Demoniacal fit Guldo. His leg fell off randomly. I definitely give him. I'm gonna give him a 5 out of 10. I think he's alright. You don't need the figure. He looks pretty cool in there. If you can get him for the low, go ahead and do that. Thank you for any new subscribers who've been watching. I appreciate you guys watching, and anyone leaving comments, keep doing that. I appreciate that. And tune into the next video. I will be doing the whole Ginyu Force, doing a couple of different poses with them all together. Thank you guys for watching.